My God, we're losing control. The deadlines aren't being met. Morale is ding-donging about, up and down, up and down. We're running out of coffee. We're in bad shape. We've got to do something about this. Trumer! Trumer, you and I have matched wits in some great conversations, and we're on so much a higher intellectual level than any of those other bozos in our department. How do you feel about those wonderful conversations?
So many of our matches have been lost to the ages, which is sad, but we will always have our memories.
Trumer, please send in our staffers one by one so I can start working on this end-of-the-year report. Let's start with that girl we salvaged from the St. Augustine record. Is that what it is? Now, Trish, I need to know what we do in a professional manner when you find out that you have totally screwed up Augusta magazine and mixed up their Christmas ads in the special Masters issue. What do we do, professionally?
We deny anything has happened.
Lydia, you've worked for our department honorably for a long, long time and have learned to value advice from our leader, Billy Morris. What is something you would like to tell Billy from the bottom of your heart?
I don't have any money, but when I get rich, I'll buy you out.
Say what? Ty, you have managed to endure hardship and escape communist overrun Vietnam. You've struggled to make something of your name and reputation and make your family proud. What did you think when you finally landed a job in our department?
I swear I've never felt so lost in all of God's creation. Of all the rotten luck, I thought to end up in this mess. But there weren't too many options.
Tell me, Mark, is it true that your lab chemicals have spilled over into our drinking water and is liable to kill any of us at any given moment?
I want to rule out from our standpoint whether there has been anything in the drinking water and then watch this over time.
How do we solve it? I know you've been working very, very hard for us, David. Is there anything you're starting to miss in your personal life?
Drugs, just don't do it. Sex, don't even think about it. What's a young person to do?
Honestly. Well, Tina, we know that your layout for our publications is becoming very well known about town. What kind of reactions have you noticed from people on the street?
People are now recognizing me on the street and at the doll show. They sometimes make me feel like a star by asking me for my autograph, but I'm just a down-home person and a bit of a recluse.
That's my girl. It seems to me, Bo, we've about reached our limit with what we can handle. What do you suggest we do?
And at the end of the month, well, we're just going to have to request that they go somewhere else.
All right. Kay, I've heard that you have been meeting with our architect on enlarging our department. What's that going to be like?
Construction will start immediately. The total cost of the project will be well in excess of $50 million. During the construction phase of the project, we expect that construction employment will be in the range of 350 people.
As one of our newest members, Kathy, how do you rate in working with our crackshot team of graphic designers?
It takes determination, dedication, and lots of practice. It's like with any national or Olympic sport, you have to want to be there.
Boy, do we need help again. Jane, how did you feel when our personnel director told you it might be very tough getting into our department, considering you were educated in South Carolina?
When I said how come, he said you have 3 strikes against you. Number 1, you're female. Number 2, you're married. And number 3, you have a child. I told him that I wanted to try anyway, and he said, what are you going to do if they don't let you in? And I said, I'll just apply every year until they let me in.
Penny, you have an important job in greeting important visitors and our top corporate people at the front desk. How do you feel about your job?
You wouldn't believe the things people tell me. I wish they would leave their personal problems at home. At the end of the day, I'm so stressed out from listening to other people's problems, I am a nervous wreck.
No, you take it up with Trumer. Vince, when you're working with the Morris Museum of Art people, what do you have to keep in mind?
We try to keep them from learning bad habits and address their fears of things they will commonly run into, such as vacuum cleaners.
What can you expect? Now, Donna, I know it has been awfully stressful at times back there, being the lone woman working with Bo and Jeff. Do you have something to say to your two cohorts about that situation?
To those whom I and many others labeled as kooks, weirdos, and extremists, I have two things to say. First, I apologize for treating you with such disrespect. And second, I have now become one of you.
Help! Patrick, you've had a big year with the Morris Museum of Art, Barrel Horse, and Augusta Magazine people. How do you feel about all of that?
This is awesome. In my wildest dreams, I didn't think I'd be a part of this.
Honestly. Well, Eric, have you finally figured out how to tell barrel race horses from cutting horses?
Up close, it's different. Some of them are so big, they look like big turkeys.
No, I don't think so. Tell me, Stephanie, did you think long and hard about coming to work with us, or was it an easy decision? What did you really think?
Finally, I'm on my way to a new life. Then, am I crazy? Did I make the right decision? Was I right to burn all my boats?
Diane, you're relatively new to our graphics technology team. What do you think about working with David and Mark?
These are your alcoholics, addicts, victim of crime, sex abuse, and any trauma you can think of.
We better talk to personnel. Okay, Helen, you know how much trouble we've been having with the staff at those 3 city magazines. How have you prepared yourself for when they come back in our office?
We've got Remingtons, Winchesters, Brownings, Rugers, Smith & Wessons, Colts, and Mossbergs. We've got shotguns, rifles, pistols, revolvers, ammo, reloading machines, scopes, bullets, primers, and gunpowder.
Say what? In joining our team, Jerry, can we pretty much predict what you will do for us?
You don't know what I'm going to do, and no one does. There's going to be a lot of speculation until something happens. I just live with that.
Boy, do we need help again. You know a lot of people, Don. What do you suppose they are thinking when they talk in private about the great work of our department?
Are they going to say they stink? No. They're going to find their way to say something nice. I appreciate it, but I want to get to the point where other teams don't have to feel sorry for us.
All right. Jeff, Trumer and I have been talking, and we feel your mind hasn't been totally on your work lately. Is there some other job you've got on the side that might be distracting you?
No, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been a little shook up lately, but I think everything's going to be just fine. Thank you. Thank you very much.
My God, I was right. It's hopeless. The whole department's nuts. I'm going to have to start from scratch.
Where both parties are courting voting parents by family bus budgets to their non-voting children.
Well, I left Ralph's bar the other night. It was a cold and windy night. And there was this long-legged man.
All right,
on the
we're not
motorcycle.
making a Christmas
cake. Sorry.
Dream on. Don't tell me your fantasies.
It's a long-legged man and his motorcycle.
Oh.
Okay, see, you weren't even listening.
Like I said, don't tell me your fantasies.
I can. Perhaps the 2 most perfect, but we can still marvel. And little. And memories are what this weekend's legend events. Shh, I can't get little. Okay, here we go.
To my despair, I only found a young delivery boy. Of all the rotten luck I thought to end up in this mess, there was no feeling in that, man. Monotone.
Here we go. Fielder who broke the game open with three home runner. Fielder who broke the game open with damn, why am I saying that? On July 31st, he was stuck with Detroit. Just 2.5 months later, he was sipping champagne. That's about as good as it's gonna get.
She goes to the gym with you every day. If you make it in the twirling world, you're not going to do it yourself.
But they will all have one thing in common. They dread the day they will have to give away the puppies they have raised to be well-behaved, personal young dogs. This is stupid, yeah? I really don't want to do this.
His knees do not buckle.
You know what, I tell you, just give me this one paragraph.
Simply to be assured of a baby. Wait a minute. Now I'm getting the giggles.
Did I make the right decision? Was I right to burn all my boats? Okay. I'm gonna burn all your boats.
Thank you very much.